Hello, all of you Vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Cities Skylines, part 10 in this brand and complete series. And if you're wondering, wow, where did all that come from? Well, you need to go check out the the Twitch archives, because again, this city is being done in both YouTube and Twitch. So what I try to do is keep it so that the archive goes live the week before any big changes and the next YouTube video. I love these parking lots. They look fantastic. Yeah, we finished out the trade school. It is up to 5 stars. It's doing quite well. Quite a few students, not even, well, a little over half capacity. But it's bringing in a lot of money, as are the sporting arenas that we have, which are right over here in this complex, in this area. And then it's all surrounded by a small city. We will eventually expand out over here where I've removed all these trees. There is a train station that comes out over here with a metro right beside it, just to help people get from one side of the map to the other more quickly. It comes down this way, up over here, and then into the train station that is here. Yeah, it's right here. So all the metros over here all connect with that train station. But this one, it has a direct connection on the metro, but I felt that the train station could really help as well. Well, not a direct connection, I should say. It has a transfer station. So people can get off the main metro loop and get on this one, which brings them down to here, and then they have to transfer again to go here, or they can just ride one train and then get on this right here. So it kind of makes a little more sense. And then this metro will eventually come over to here as well. I don't know if I'm going to make it a circle loop. I don't think that I am. I think it'll just end and then go back. But there'll be enough trains on it that won't be a problem. But we'll add to this area a little bit more. What we have going on now is some demand for industry and offices. And if we take a look at our education, only 66% of our workforce is highly educated. So 33% of our people could use jobs in an uneducated type thing. And as you can see, we have an unemployment of 11%. So today, we're going to plant some trees and get our tree industry, our forestry industry, up and running. First things first, though, do I have to be on a node to make a roundabout? I think I do. I do. Okay, that's fine. I will just real quick come in here. I think I wanted about, yeah, right about here. I'm just going to make a road that just goes in. And we'll move this guy out of the way for now, so he's not in our direct line. And then for this, I think I can just get away with a 3-lane road instead of actually doing a 3-lane highway here. So 3-lane right here. Let's make it a little larger, because we will have a lot of trucks coming through here, and I think that will be fine. The only thing I don't like that it did here, and I do have a new version of the traffic manager mod here, so if I do that, there we go. You can see, watch this lane right here. There, see it changed to just a turn lane. I mean, really? Okay, it's telling me something's disabled, but apparently it worked, so whatever. Don't care. So that'll be that, and then we'll do probably this same road for these two main roads that are coming off of here. Just this grungy, dirty looking thing that I have. Let's first of all do something else. Let's do this. No. And there, because what I want to do is make sure these are going out, at a length that I like. You know. Anyways, I was going to make a really inappropriate joke there, but I decided not to. So like that, and then we'll move this building over to here, because he doesn't produce any trucks, so it's fine to be right there. Actually, I'm going to move it to the other side, because they always complain about not having any garbage services, these types of buildings do, so I'm going to solve that problem. And for now, we're just going to run some water out here to him. Like so, and then we'll run water from there to there, and that'll get him going. And for now, I'm just going to throw down a bunch of producer type buildings. Not too terribly concerned about them actually being placed the best or anything like that right now. I just want to get production moving. And then we'll do like one down here. Normally I would not put these right by the roundabouts, but I will wind up tearing all this down. This is just to get it going. And that's it. Because we only have a few type of buildings that we can even use. So I'm going to do the same thing down this side. I'll do like 3 more. And then a couple more storage. And this should get us our employees out here by having, excuse me, I have hiccups, by having a bunch of these guys going. And then the only thing I don't have out here is a place for storage of what they're producing. So we'll throw that down right there for now. And what are you guys making anyways? You're making plain timber. So for now, whoop, that's, no, there, yep, cool. So this should get the forestry industry up and running pretty quick. It's not going to be this dense initially. Okay, so I need to get up to 150 workers, but I have room for 496, so we're good. It's not going to be all jam-packed in here. I'm going to make some, like, twisty little roads that look like, you know, just forest-ready roads. I used to live in an area where there was a lot of forestry, and they kind of have just these little dirt trails and things. And that's eventually what's going to come off of this main road. So we'll have, like, some producers to one side. And then as we get closer to the main road, we'll actually have where they are doing like the sawmills and things like that. But for now, we just have to let this get up and running. And it should get people out here because we've got this neighborhood. And they don't really have but just a few retail jobs. They've got a couple of office jobs there. But for the most part, not a lot of employment in this area. So I'm hoping that they will drive out here. They've got a direct shot to it there. That's their main way in. They can also get out this way. So anybody who wants to come over here from this side can. And then if they want to come out this way, they can. So hopefully we get some people out here. 96 workers so far. Well, it'll take time. It'd probably help if I had a bus route out here, but I don't want to do a bus route until I have everything else worked out. For now, I've just got a bunch of utility and emergency service type stuff right here. This will probably change. It's just kind of there so I could get the functionality of it. The city was big enough that having the medical and the police and the fire helicopters were necessary. Plus, we needed a main right off of a highway, which is just right off of a highway place for our post-sorting facility. And then, of course, our disaster response unit needed somewhere to go. And we do keep getting a little bit of flooding, so I threw in the pumping service as well. This, totally unnecessary. I just thought it looked cool. But we keep getting flooding down here. Even though I've raised this up several times, we still keep getting flooding right here. So we're just going to get flooding there. And it's just periodical, like it comes and goes. I don't really understand why. So we're good on water because I did go through and I moved all the water towers that were like over here in this roundabout down, replaced them with water pumps. Nice looking water facility right there. And then we're dumping filtered wastewater just downstream. So most of the pollution should be gone, if not completely gone by now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gone. There's a little brown right there still, but for the most part, all that pollution has vanished. Still working our way up to the 75,000, but we're a lot closer than we have been. This area really brought everything up and running here. We get a ton of tourism over here as well. And the nice thing is, even when it's game day, we do not get a lot of traffic. You can see people pouring in to these metro stops and then walking back and forth between them. Just hordes and hordes of people, so kind of nice. So I need this area to grow. How are we doing on that? We're almost to our worker level, so that's good. So that's going to keep climbing because of where unemployment is. And I kind of intentionally let unemployment get a little high, just so when I got ready to start building some more industries, they would get their workers pretty quick. So while that's growing, I want to come back over here and start thinking about just some road layout for this area. This little corner here is going to be high density, and then the rest of it's going to be low density to this side. And we'll have some nice resort style things all throughout here. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and put down those touristy things here. So we can have like a fishing pier kind of out here towards the quieter side. And then over here, maybe a fishing tour. So that's going to be probably too far away from the road. Yeah, it's too far away from the road. And they're not getting power? Really? You can't... You should totally be getting power, dude. Interesting. They're a little too far away from the road right there. So what we might do is just drag him in until he quits complaining about the road. And this one may not be viable out here. Yeah, it's not. Okay, bye. See you later. So that's probably going to be true for a lot of these because they're really small buildings. Unless we come over here to these areas that are like closer to the shore. Like, what is this? Marina. Could maybe get in there and work. I don't know if that's close enough to the road. No, see, even that's not close enough to the road. That's disappointing. I was really wanting to have a lot of watery things down here. You're going to be close enough, though. Yeah, you'll be fine. Did he ever get electricity? No, he's still complaining about no electricity. That's so peculiar. Why? You should totally have power. Well, we'll move you right up against the road. Maybe now you'll have power. No? Dude. You're right there on the road. Have power. Let's see if I can't cheat a little bit here with this. And then now that he has power, let's see if he can get it from the road. Nope. For some reason he... Oh, wait. Nope. Not enough electricity. Are we making? Oh, that would be it. Okay, well, we'll bump this up to 85%. Basically, what I'm doing is regulating the dam right now. Our dam can go all the way up to 1,600 megawatts. Okay, well, that's enough. Now why aren't you getting power? Oh, hi. Cool. Awesome. Just keep doing that for a while. But yeah, they can go all the way up to 1,600 megawatts. So why aren't you getting power, dude? This should totally be getting power. Let's just move him a little bit and see if maybe it was just... No. What is your major malfunction? Let's go down here in this corner. Come here. Like right next to a road. Right. I mean, you're no closer to a road there than you were. Why don't you... There, he's happy there. Okay, that's fine. I don't really like having a touristy thing that close to the intersection there, but whatever. Will you get power there? I've decided I want to move you. Yeah, you seem fine. Nope, he's going to complain about power too. So what if we just grab the road? Like, let's nudge these two nodes this way a little bit. There. And then we'll grab and make the curve just look a little bit better. There we go. That worked. Cool. Leaves a little bit of exposed beach on that side, but whatever. And then there's a few other things that I want to do. I think they're under parks. Yeah, they're under parks. Like, I think the floating cafe would be nice over here in the area that is a little more dense. In fact, it's going to be right against the road right there, but that looks kind of stupid having it sitting there. Let's have it be more here. Let's see if this works. If not, we'll just move the road in. Yeah, it's not going to like that, so we'll grab these two, bump them in just using the up arrow on my keyboard, and then we'll fix this here, because it does now look a little tragic. Let's turn snapping on. Can I get you to be nice? There we go. That looks not too bad. There we go. Made a nice little corner out of that after all. And I know you don't have water. You will eventually. And then I also want to do, where are they? I think they're under this unique buildings, maybe? We have some really cool unique buildings. Like, we could do the one Lanai right by the water, but I don't think it's going to fit anywhere. I mean, I could put it like on the other side, but it draws in so many people, and it also really increases the city beauty. But man, it just doesn't really work anywhere. I would want it right up against the water, so we won't do that. Where are the other ones? Like, there is the boat museum. I think that'd be a cool one to have. It's a nice touristy destination. So people can just go be like, wow, look, an old boat. And, you know, be happy about that. And then somewhere in here, there are a few other water. Oh, I wanted to put this in, actually, the city arch. I have a place for it. Where was that? I was going to put it here, but then I ran a road over it. Maybe we'll do it right over here. It's going to destroy a few of these trees, but I'm okay with that. Oh, it doesn't quite... I can't really center it over this road, can I? That's annoying. If I could have two of them, that would be better. So maybe we'll do that somewhere else later down the road. Is it required for anything? It does increase tourist capacity. Okay, yeah, we're going to put it over here, even though it's going to be blocked. Where'd that road go that I wanted? Right here. I think it looked nice. Right there. Right as you come in through there. And that's going to increase our tourist capacity. And then I want to find my other watery related unique buildings here, because I know there's some more. Like this thing, the floating gardens, it's kind of cool. And tourists like it. So we'll bring it in, maybe right over here. No, let's go something over this way. Right. Come on, give me a space, you can go. Almost. There, right there. And then there's also the Sea Fortress. I love the Sea Fortress. I think it looks so cool. Put that right there, and I think that's all of them. And this will give us lots of watery type destinations. Now, there's also the Statue of Colossus. Increases the stay of tourists by 20%. Let's do it. Because tourists are money in this game, man. They are money. I mean, normally a Colossus statue would go, like, you know, down off of here. Maybe we could put him down here. Let's see. Do I have anything that's commercial there, though? I don't. Because he makes a lot of noise. Like, they're going to complain about the noise from this thing if I put it in here. I could maybe get it to go here and take out those two buildings. Let's see if he's happy there. Like... He's not. But what I can do now is grab him and move him in closer to the road until he quits complaining. There we go. So these are houses. They're going to be kind of unhappy about it. But what I could do is replace those with commercial. Just right there. Make that commercial. And then just leave this thing here. Oh, let's move that in a little more. Let's get it right up here to the shoreline. Make it look a little better. There we go. And then he'll increase the stay of tourists. So that should help us start bringing in a lot more tourist dollars, like a lot more. Almost 9% is coming from tourists right now. A big chunk of our income comes from our campus, though, like massive amounts. Okay, so how are you doing to level 3? You're not quite there on workers, but you are still climbing. And then production output will get there all on its own. So it might get to the workers that we need. Do we have worker barracks yet? We do. So that's how we can cheese the number of workers we have, is by throwing in barracks. Again, I'm just going to delete all this stuff later. I'm just placing it for now to get our numbers up where we need them to be. Like that should, now we have room for 671, but that will encourage people to come out here and like take up residence in those as well. And so we should get to that 350 really quick. So we'll let that keep growing. And in the meantime, come back over here where I said we were going to talk about roads. Let's talk about water first, though. So these guys can all stop complaining about not having water and start functioning as a nice tourist destination. And I think there's one other thing that I'm going to do over here that I've tried before, never really had much luck with it, but I'm going to try it again. And that's the tour buses. These guys over here, I just need to put in a depot somewhere. Where's a good place to throw in a tour bus depot? Yeah, let's go way over here, just so that they're out of the way for now. This is kind of my, I don't know where else to put it area. And they'll eventually get to their destination. So, I can do a sightseeing bus stop. And so we'll come back over here, and basically at each of these tourist spots, create a stop. Even though this isn't a huge draw right here, we'll put one in. And there, and one right here by this guy, because why not? And then one right there, and then just, that's it. We'll be done right there. But then I also want another one over here, because somewhere I have, yeah, I've got a bunch of touristy things over here. Like a lot, actually. I'm just trying to figure out how to get them through here. So we could do one that goes here down to here. And then over to here. How am I going to get up here and get them back in there? Oh, I know. Let's cancel that. Let's start here. Come out to this. Come back around to this guy. Down to this guy. Over to this guy. That is such a weird route you're taking. Why would you go down and around and like that? Well, fine. We'll just put a stop in here then, if that's where they want to go. If that's where it wants to go next, that's fine by me. We'll go there, and then we'll come up here. And then end. And I think that they'll be okay to, like, walk from this one over here to this one, I think. I hope. And then we'll just end that one and see if we actually get any tourists on these. I don't know if we will or not. I've never really had any good luck with these things. I just never have. I don't really understand why either. Like, there's no tourists lining up for that at all. And I would think, I wonder if I did a stop right by the train station, if that wouldn't help. Like, that is pretty close to the train station. Right there. I'm going to put one right across the street from the train station. And then I'm going to come in here and throw in a crosswalk right there so they can cross over to where the bus is going to stop. And then maybe over here. Well, this one does stop right by... Yeah, this one already does stop right by the 2 metros, so that should be good. So now we'll see what happens. Hey, there we go. We're getting there. So that gets us to level 3 on our trees. I know I said we were going to build it, but we're actually going to build it in the next video. This one's kind of a filler. to get us there. So production will be all right on workers. We can fit that many workers. So our worker number is still going up. Not as drastically as it was. I can always spam in more of our worker barracks if necessary. But I just want to get it up to 5 stars so that I can then go in and build it the way I want it, you know? That way I know it's going to support all the industry and it looks nice, kind of hidden in amongst all the other trees and everything. I just think that's kind of the way to go. So, back over here where I've said twice now we're going to do roads. And then never did them. So now we're going to do them. We're going to do the roads, I promise. But first, no, I'm kidding. This really should be a 4-lane road. That's going to get really busy back in there. Well, we'll have to deal with that when that problem happens. Let's bring one that kind of comes up in here behind the railroad. Let's have it go straight off and then... Oh, that's not even the curve I wanted anyway. And then have it kind of curve back here. I don't want it right... Whoops, hello. I don't want it right against the railroad. So that can go there. And then I can also have it kind of come back in this way. Back in around here. And this is just going to be a mixture of offices and residential and all that kind of good stuff back here. I'd like this to be a little closer, actually. And right, like that's good. And then around to about there, and then follow that tree line, because I like that tree line. And then we'll have it connect because, well, that's already, you know, pretty small gap there. We don't need anything more. And then we'll do something like that there, and then this one can kind of come off of this way, and I don't think it needs to connect anywhere down there. And then we could probably get a road in back here. Yeah, so as long as it's right up against that highway, I think it'll be fine. And then maybe just leave this with just stuff right there with some tree line behind it. You know, hiding the view of the lake, except for the people who are rich enough to live there. No, I have no idea. And then I want to come in with other roads and just kind of connect here. Just, I don't want it to be all right on top of each other. I want this to be kind of a, for this side of it anyway, a little area that is, you know, they have nice yards and things like that. Big open areas. So give them a cut through here. But now this side, once we get to here, it's going to, like right here, it's going to start being higher density. So I just want to go straight down and make that line, right? Like from here to here. That'll be straight right there. And then, let's do this. Whoops, that's what I meant to do. I meant to change to the curvy road. I'm sorry, redo. Let's do this right here, like this. And bring that in, and then give them just a couple roads through here. Like that. And then here, we'll just do grid? Like, just straight down. I want it to be fairly densely packed in the higher density area here. But not too packed, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't want it to be, like, I'm okay with a little bit of trees being there and some right here. Yeah, that'll work. In fact, I could probably get away with putting, like, another park in right there or something. So then we just gotta make sure this area has water, which a lot of it doesn't, but we should just be able to now come along this back road and get most of it. We won't get all of it. We can go back and fill those spots in. And right to there. And right there. And that gets all of that. And then here we can just bring in a little bit there. And to get that guy, we can get that one there. Oh, we go a little farther. There, that little bit in the middle won't matter because nobody's going to live there. Here we need to bring one. Oh, you don't like that angle, huh? Okay. There we go. That gets that one done. And then here we can just probably go straight through. That doesn't get them all. That does. And then over here, same type of thing. In fact, I'm going to connect to the other side. I like having, I know I've said this many times, but I like having redundant connections on my waterworks. Simply because when there's earthquakes, they can break your water pipes. And if you've got multiple ways for the water to get into an area, it'll just reroute. So, cool. So that'll get that done, and I think that's not a bad little start. Is anybody riding this bus? 4 people rode it. I guess that's something. We've got 250 people coming over to this train, which is okay. Let's see here. We have six people, 6 residents per week. I'll English in a minute. But looks like most people are tourists. I don't think we need 10 vehicles on there. I think 6 vehicles will be fine. Since nobody... Actually, I think 4 vehicles will be fine. 3 is even better. Okay, good. Which one was that? That's number 2. So let's go to the number 1 line, because it doesn't need 7 or 6 vehicles either. I mean, although... they only hold 30, and 2 of them are almost half full. Maybe we'll leave this one alone, since this is the lake area, and lake stuff has really high value. But that's where we're going to leave it for today. Next time we'll zone this in, and this will be up to 5 stars. I'll just let it run here for a little bit and get it up to 5 stars. And then we'll actually build the forestry industry and zone in this area over here, if I can get that. There we go. But until then, I'm Brandon, staring at a lonely, lonely highway, reminding you to stay vainglorious.